Okay. Oh, does,
The meeting goes long, we got snacks.
no, I need to know that somebody has what we're
Did
adding
you
on.
park him back? Yes, Larry? You got your Doritos in the car.
Rosalind, I'm trying to call you.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Since we're at the 7:30, I was going to hit these mics just as a
Okay.
heads up for y'all.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to start the meeting in like the next 2 minutes. Oh, pending.
Time to start beatboxing.
No hot mics.
He's got skills.
Thank you, okay.
It was your trophy or your coffee, so you had to bring that instead.
Where's the trivia trophy?
It's in Cheryl's office. We're sharing it.
Oh, nice. You guys, oh.
And with good evening, everyone. I'm going to call this meeting to order. The time is 7:31. This is the regular council meeting for March 10th. Clerk, can you please do a roll call?
Mayor Pro Tem Bliss,
I'm here.
Councilman Fleming,
Here.
Councilman Muir,
Here.
Councilor Rohrbach,
Here.
Councilman Soltis,
Here.
Councilor Wright,
Here.
Mayor Grafstein.
I am here, thank you. The invocation and pledge this evening will be led by Mayor Pro Tem Bliss. I invite you to stand if you would like.
Since it's Women's History Month, I wanted to take a moment for us to all truly appreciate all of the amazing women who've paved the way for Madison Heights over the past 70 years. Honoring those incredible women throughout history who wouldn't take no for an answer, who fought for what they believed in, and made the world around us a brighter place. Not just the names in the history books that are big and noteworthy, like Alice Paul, Rosa Parks, Susanna Salter, Dorothy Height, or Jeanette Rankin. It's also names of folks right here in the community, too. We're talking about the leaders, the nonprofit volunteers, the city board members, the teachers, the moms, all the folks who are trying to make a real difference here every single day. Especially Mayors Virginia Solberg and Rosalind Grafstein, and long-serving council members Margene Scott, Tony Shad, Marilyn Russell, Elva Mills, and Emily Rohrbach. Let's celebrate all the strength, all that heart, and all of that get-it-done energy that the women of our community have brought to the table through the years. Let's strive to learn from their stories, lift each other up, and keep working together to make our community even better. Here's to all the women who inspire us, who push us to be the best city we can be, and who remind us of what's truly possible. Let's make today and every day a chance to show them how much we appreciate them. Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right, thank you. First up, we have approval of the agenda. Can I please get a motion to add as 4A under the consent agenda, to a motion to, oh, all right, that one. A motion to add to the consent agenda the adoption of special MMRA council recommendation made in closed session regarding Kevin Johnson versus Stephen Workman and the city of Madison Heights. Can I get a motion to add that to the consent agenda, please, as 4A?
Your Honor, so moved.
Thank you. Is there support?
Your Honor. Support.
Thank you. Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against say no. Motion carries. Are there any other additions or deletions this evening? All right, seeing none, we're going to move right into meeting open to the public. This is the opportunity for the public to speak. I ask that you take 3 minutes, address any questions or comments you have to me. Give your name, address, anything that identifies you with the city. And with that, if you'd like to make public comment at the podium.
Martha Covert, Edward Avenue. I know everybody has problems with their streets. Their streets are crazy, our street is like a cobblestone walkway from 12 Mile to where it comes out on John R. They filled it with the patching tar, but patching tar, and I called a company that makes this just to make sure I had my facts straight. If you try to use it before it's 50 degrees, it's not going to adhere unless you heat and properly heat the spot. And he gave this big long explanation, but when they were putting that down, it wasn't even barely 32 degrees out. So it didn't stick to the cement. It did stick to my car. This is a problem. If they're going to waste time and money, which to me, and I'm sorry, that sounds rude, but it was a waste. All the time, those men doing what they were told to do, put all this in, and then within 3 days, it's all gone because it's on everybody's tires. Is there some way we can do something with that street? Because now, with 696 being closed, our street gets a lot more traffic because people know how to cut through from 12 Mile to 11 to get back on DeQuinder. We have the guy who lives next door who parks his commercial refrigerator truck there too. But there's so much going on that it's like you can literally, honestly, you can literally see like pieces all over. And it's up in the yard, up in the yard because when they go 40 miles an hour down the street, it flies up. I just hope there's something they can do to fix the road better so that I'm not stuck having to detail my car every 2 months when they patch it. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak this evening? All right, seeing no one, I'm going to close meeting open to the public, and we're going to move to the consent agenda. There are 4 items. There's from the CED director, the 2025 CDBG yard service lawn contract. From the director of public services, the city council regular meeting minutes from February 24th, and then the addition to approve as legal advised in closed session. Can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda, please?
Your Honor, at the risk of angering the poltergeists in our microphones, I move that we adopt the consent agenda.
All right, thank you. Is there support?
Your Honor. Support.
The motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against say no. Motion carries. And then we have reports from the Director of Public Services, the Road Commission of Oakland County's John R. Project cost share.
So a lot of people are interested in hearing this. This upcoming May, the John R. is going to start to receive some reconstruction from 14 miles to 12 and a half. The Road Commission of Oakland County is reconstructing their portion, so a section of that road is owned by Madison Heights, this section is owned by Oakland County. Like I said, the portion goes from Dartmouth to 14 Mile. The work is anticipated to start in early May. Funding for this project is split between federal and local resources, and Madison Heights portion is $190,000 through the Tri-Party Funding Program. Staff recommends that council adopts 2 motions. The first one is to approve a budget amendment in the amount of $190,000 to account 202-450-988-0446. We do have the funds available, but it's not appropriated in the budget. And to approve the cost participation agreement between the City of Madison Heights and RCOC, or the Road Commission of Oakland County, and authorize the mayor to sign on the city's behalf. And the budget amendment needs 5 votes.
All right, so can I get a motion from council to approve the budget amendment, please?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I motion that council approves budget amendment in the amount of $190,000 to the account 202-450-988-0446.
All right, thank you. Is there support?
Your Honor. Support.
Thank you. Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? All right, seeing none, just a reminder, we need 5 votes to pass this. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against say no. Motion carries 7-0.
Your Honor, can I make the second motion?
Go ahead.
I move that we approve the cost participation agreement between the City of Madison Heights and the RCOC and authorize the mayor to sign on the city's behalf.
All right, thank you. Is there support?
Your Honor. Support.
Thank you. Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against say no. Motion carries 7-0. And with that, I invite closing comments, starting with Councilman Muir.
Gosh, thank you, Your Honor. Great meeting tonight. Lots of fun stuff going on in March. International Women's Day was last week, Women's History Month, MS Awareness Month, Reading Month, St. Patrick's Day. Lots of fun recreation and active adult center events going on, so please keep checking those out and have fun and be safe.
All right, thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Bliss.
Yes, Your Honor. We had a great crowd out to the Historical Commission's open house. I wanted to thank Mayor Grafstein and Councilman Muir for coming out and hanging out with us too. It was really awesome to just see the amount of public who've come in and said, we've been meaning to come. We knew that this museum existed. We've been meaning to come, but this is our first time. You know, decades old residents, like folks that have been here 20, 30 years that had never walked in there. And it was really, really cool to be a part of those conversations. And a lot of the, all of the Huffman artifacts that they brought from their personal collection, all of his kids were there and answering questions. I actually recorded a video of them talking about when their dad decided to get into politics and help found the city, was mostly because he was very frustrated that the township, Royal Oak Township at the time, couldn't get him any services like police or fire. And it's so interesting to me that, how much things have changed, but how they're still the same. That is the number one goal of this council, is to ensure that when somebody needs police or fire, that they get to their house as quickly and as well equipped as possible. And so it's just a really interesting thing that the city's founding could be, placed in part because of the frustration of lack of access to those services. And according to the story, his wife told him, if you want to fix it, you need to do something about it. Thus, his illustrious career in politics. And I'm sure all of us have a similar story like that, where we were directly told, well, yeah, if you want that, go do it. So it was really interesting, and I encourage people to come to our next open house in June, because I think there's such an importance, if you know where the city has come from, it helps to make sure that we continue that path forward and not make the same mistakes of the past. So highly encourage, to the 4 people who are watching this on YouTube, please come on down. If the open house date doesn't work for you, it's on the same day as the Juneteenth Festival. If it doesn't work for you, let us know. We can arrange a private tour of the Historical Museum, but it's critical for us to dig into. On maybe slightly, we'll say, more confrontational note, I would like to formally ask the city to check out the property that would have been the proposed Sheets location. I don't believe that any repairs or investment has been made to that place. And that, we were effectively, as part of that initiative, strong-armed, because the owner specifically said they were not going to put any money into that business, but neglected to share with our public that they would have still been the same owner with Sheets. And so I would just like us to check out the conditions that those businesses are in and make sure that we're holding them accountable for, meeting our code and our standards, creating a safe environment for all those businesses that are there. Because it has been several months since that discussion, and the building is looking in disrepair, at least from the street. So if we could dig into that, I would be greatly appreciative. Mostly because all of those small businesses deserve a well-kept building, and so do our residents who frequent those shops. That's it, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Wright?
Thank you. I would just like to say a happy belated International Women's Day to our council members, our mayor, Council Rohrbach, Martha Colvert, to the principals, to the teachers, to the helpers in our community. Just, you are appreciated. That's it.
All right, thank you. Mr. Sherman?
Your Honor, just one personal thing. I'm very pleased to announce that my daughter, Jolie Madison Sherman, and you know where the middle name came from, started her job today at WXYZ TV as a TV reporter. I'm hoping you'll see her on the air. She said later next week. So she came to us after 3 years in Burlington, Vermont, and also 3 years in Hartford, Connecticut, and she's raring to go, and we're happy to have her home, and we look forward to seeing her frequently on the news reporting. So if the mayor or any member of council needs an interview about anything, you know who to call now.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Mrs. Marsh?
I can't follow that, I don't have anything that.
Okay.
Oh,
Anything-
yeah, one trivia with my wonderful team, made up of the city clerk and the librarian and our husbands that know more useless information than I care to comment on.
All right. Anything from the clerk's office this evening?
Just wanted to remind the public, those that live in the Lanphier School District, we do have a school special election on May 6th. The absentee ballots will go out towards the end of this month. If you're already on the permanent ballot list, it'll be automatically mailed to you. If you are not, you do need to fill out an absentee ballot application. Those are available online, and just look for those in the mail.
All right, thank you. Councilor Rohrbach?
First of all, I just want to mention that the curbside collection of yard waste is already, resumes next week, I think the 17th. But as a member of the Environmental Citizens Committee and somebody who's really focused on helping develop our pollinators and support those creatures in our gardens and in our environment, I want to remind people that if you wait, you're supposed to wait until at least 2 weeks after the last freeze of the season before you pull out all of the weeds and clear out your gardens. Pollinators overwinter in the piles of leaves and brush and things like that in your trees and around. And when we clear that out prematurely, it kills all the eggs and then lowers the pollinators that come to life in the springtime that help us, help our plants grow and to create a healthy environment. So I would just encourage everybody to hold off. I know it's so nice outside. It's so hard not to just get out there and start yanking the weeds and doing all that on these very first, very nice days. But if you can hold off, give yourself a little rest, and then wait until mid-May and start doing it then, that would be really good for our environment. Thank you, that's all.
Thank you. Councilman Fleming?
Sure. So this week on the 14th is the beginning of the GDA, the Madison Heights Downtown Association Green Crawl, which is going to be spanning from Madison Heights all the way to Hazel Park on John R. and other businesses around the cities. So looking forward to participating in that myself, and also looking forward to seeing people visit the locations, which are all posted on the city's Facebook page. You can see them all. And secondly, if you get a chance, there's a women's history museum that's located in Lansing, Michigan. So if you want to take the freeway and go out that way out west, it's probably be a great day trip to take your kids to, and over the next couple of weekends. That's about it.
Thank you. Councilman Solzos?
Yes, I might have said this 2 weeks ago, but I'm a grandfather, and she's such an angel. She's beautiful, and she's only a couple weeks old. She's there laughing, so I'm really happy about that. That's a first-time grandfather, so thank you.
All right, thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So just a reminder that we are in Michigan, which means that it's about to be road construction season. So 696 is going to be causing detours and some issues for the next 2 years. We also have John R., and I think it's next week, starting on the 17th, we're going to be down a lane on 13 miles. So just give grace. You know, we've got people who are working there. Everybody who was driving, no one wants to be in the traffic. So just remember that when you're driving, to give grace to all the other drivers. And, yeah, just be very, very aware, because it's also super warm out, and there's people on motorcycles, there's people on bikes, there's people walking their dogs, there's people walking their children, they're on scooters. Some are going slower, some are going faster. Just take the extra second and look. So just be careful of everyone, and enjoy the weather, because it's beautiful weather out. I want to take a moment to wish Walter Himmler a happy 100th birthday. He turned 100 last week, and I had the honor of going to his birthday party, which was really cool. Was able to give him a resolution. He had something from Congress, from governor, from county executive, and from municipal level. So it was really nice to see that recognition for him and his family, and just to hear about the different things that he has done in his 100 years. I want to thank the Huffman family for everything that they donated to the Historical Commission for the Heritage Rooms. And I don't know if this was intentional or not, but Bill Huffman was a huge supporter of women, so having that one being done in Women's History Month was really great. I think both his daughters have told me that in the past, and then both of them made a point of telling me that on the weekend again. So it was really, really nice, and thank you to everybody who came out for that. And then I'm just going to echo what Pro Tem Bliss said about the code issues at 13 and DeQuinder. Any property in the city, if there are code issues, if you have concerns, reach out to the city, let us know. We have code enforcement, that's what they're there for. So let us know if there's things that look like they need to be taken care of. Our next meeting is going to be March 24th. The time is 7:52, and this meeting is adjourned. Good night. Okay, was that the shortest? 22 minutes.
Pretty good.